guys, Cori here from Well Beauty Blog. Today I'm going to be showing you two looks using Alima Pure, one of my favorite makeup brands and definitely one of my go-to mineral makeup brands. They just came out with these lip tints. So they came out with lipsticks a while ago and I did review them. They're on the blog if you want to see them, but they just came out with these lip tints and they had some before in a few shades and they were kind of a thinner tube, but now they changed the tube, they updated the colors, and I love them. I'm just gonna say right now, I absolutely love these things. They really remind me, if you're familiar with the brand Ilia, they're tinted lip conditioners. I think these are just on par with those, and what's awesome is they're like, I don't think quite half the price, but they're a lot cheaper. So I am gonna show you two colors today. So one is Petal, which is kind of this sheer, like a pinky nude color. And I usually don't wear pinky nudes because I'm so fair, they wash me out, but this is awesome. And then I'm also going to be showing you Blackberry, which is kind of like a reddish. Some Blackberry can be purple, but I would say this is more along the lines of a red Blackberry. So to show off these two new lip tints, I'm going to be doing like a day to night look. So first I'm going to start out with sort of a simple makeup look that you might wear to work or if you're just out running errands. And then we're going to build off of that look for the nighttime. So I'm going to start with my eyes. And I have three eyeshadows. I have a ton of their products. So the first one is Buttercream. Here's Buttercream. It's like this sparkling, kind of yellow gold highlighter color. And I'm gonna put this all over. So I'm gonna use their 39 brush, which is just a really great all over color brush. So I'm just gonna swirl it in the cap, tap off the excess. Now, I can actually kind of use this as an all-over color because I'm so fair. If you have, darker skin tones or you're tan, this is probably, it might be too light to wear as an all-over color. But for me, as you can see, it's not that much different than my skin tone, so it just kind of provides a nice base. I wouldn't say this is super glittery. It's definitely shimmery. And I think it might have a few sparkles if you can see. Sometimes the light catches it right and it sparkles, but I wouldn't call this glittery per se. So let's see, I'm gonna put a little bit in my eyes just to kind of help make them pop. I really like to add eyeshadow in the corner of my eyes. And I might even put some in the outer corner too, because I tend to get just a little bit of darkness there. Okay, good. So now I'm all set. And that was easy. You need like the Staples button, like that was easy. Remember that back in the day? Oh, nostalgia. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is take Amethyst. And Amethyst is a purple, but it's kind of like a brown gray purple. It's not a bright purple. I'm gonna step it up a notch actually later and use Aubergine, which is more of a bold purple. But for now, I'm just gonna use Amethyst, which is a little bit more toned down. So I'm going to use their crease brush, which is 36. I really like this crease brush. It's not too big, which is good for me because my eyes aren't that big. So I just tapped a little bit off into the cap. So I'm going to swirl, tap off the extra, and I'm just going to kind of put it right in the crease. Just nothing crazy. Just, give myself a little hint of color. It's not super pigmented. Although I also find that when I put, I'm putting more eyeshadow in the cap here, and swirl. I find when I have a base color, like putting that Buttercream on, colors don't seem to show up as much as if I had just put it on my bare eyelid, so it kind of just depends. But this isn't as pigmented as you would think, so if you're a little nervous about the color, if it looks a little dark, as you can see, it's actually, it's buildable, but it goes on a little bit more sheer. And I'm just putting it right along the crease and then kind of connecting in the outer corner. So, I might just do one more pass just to build it up a little bit darker. We're keeping it somewhat light though, because like I said, this is a daytime look. So just a little bit more, just so you can really see the color. It's just such a pretty wearable purple. Some purples can be a little bright, but this Amethyst is a really nice wearable purple. Okay, So we have that, and next I'm going to, that's all I'm going to do for my eyes. This is a daytime look. We're just going for something that's kind of light and easygoing, gives your eyes a nice little pop of color, but you know, very daytime appropriate. So now I have their pink blush, and I love that they added these types of tops to their blushes so you can tap out just what you need, because I have some of their blushes that I've had for many years and it's just a mess. Like, it's just, there's powder everywhere. So I love that they added these caps where you can twist off just a little bit. So I don't need very much blush. I'm gonna start with this and see how I do. I'm pretty fair. Like I said, if you're more tan or have darker skin tones, you might need to apply more. And this is their blush brush, which I use every day, and I love it. It's number 17. If you don't have it, you gotta get it. I love this brush. So I'm just add just a little bit of color. I don't need a whole lot. Like I said, we're keeping this daytime, and I don't tend to go too dark on cheeks anyway, unless that's like the look is the cheek look. So I tapped off a little bit more, not very much, I don't need much. And I like to start at my apples and work my way out. Now, when I have bronzer, I actually sort of do the opposite. I avoid the apples of my cheeks and I kind of go more slightly under my cheekbones. I don't know why when I wear pink blush, I always just get the apples and work my way out. Okay, so that's it. I got some nice color to add to my very, very fair skin. And now I'm just going to top it off with Petal. Let me double check. Yes, Petal, just make sure I got the name right, which is just kind of like this pinky nude color. So if you're familiar with the term MLBB, My Lips But Better, this is just an awesome My Lips But Better color. It adds just a little something, makes my lips look a little bit more done up, but not overly so. And yeah, I think this is just a really pretty light daytime look, perfect for work or running errands or lunch with friends. But now we're gonna step it up a notch for nighttime. Maybe you got a hot date, you're going out. Let's kick this up a notch. So I'm going to take this off. Even though it's buildable, I probably could have put the other tint on top of it. I'm just gonna go ahead and tap that off. Now it's off. And now let's go back to my eyes and add some color. Okay, so we're gonna take that amethyst now. Make sure, yep, got amethyst. And we're gonna take their angled liner, which is 33. And I'm gonna apply the amethyst underneath my eyes now, just to give it a little extra something, help open up my eyes. And I'm just running the angled liner right under. And that's why I really like angled liners, because you just put it and you sweep and it takes care of itself. I prefer angled liners to the straight liners, but it's really your preference. So I just tap some in here, I'm swirling in, tap off the excess, and then I'm just gonna sweep it over. There. So I think that opens up my eyes a little bit more. And I'm gonna do another round of the amethyst above to make it just a little bit darker. And I'm using that crease brush again. And I might even go just a little bit higher too, just so it covers more of my eye, makes it a little bit more noticeable. And you know what, actually, let me show you too one thing I like to do. So I'm gonna leave, I think that's good, I'm gonna leave amethyst right here. I'm not gonna add any more. But what I am gonna do is add some buttercream right below my brows. And that kind of adds just a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of hint. It helps define the eyes. And I think it just looks nice. I like to do this when I'm going out at night. So just a little bit of buttercream right up here. And as you can see, it doesn't do a whole lot, but it just adds just a little something that helps define your eyes, brighten them a little bit, and then define your brow too. There, so add that, I'm gonna add a little bit more And then when the light hits it, it just kind of sparkles a little bit. Cool, so I got that going. And now what I'm going to do is add their eye pencil. I have their eye pencil, I think it's coffee. Yep, coffee. It's just their dark brown. And I use this a ton, so I've already sharpened it a few times. I probably should have sharpened it before the video. It's getting kind of rounded there, but that's okay. I really like this. I use this almost every day. When I wear eyeliner, I usually reach for this because it's so quick and easy to use. So I think that adds just a little bit something above, a little bit of darkness, some nice eyeliner, but if you can tell I have a little bit of a gap between the eyeliner and my lashes, and that's pretty common for me because I am naturally blonde. I have naturally blonde eyelashes, and so sometimes the mascara I don't get all the way down. But what I'm gonna do is, rather than using a black or a dark brown, I'm gonna go a little zany today. You know, you're going on a hot date, you're going out to a club, you wanna show off your makeup. So I'm gonna use Aubergine, which is this beautiful, beautiful, bold purple. And I usually don't like super bold purples, but I love this color. It's gorgeous. And I think it'll really complement the blackberry color, the lip color too. So I'm just cleaning off this, the angled liner, since I had amethyst on it. And we could apply this wet. I'm gonna stick with dry, only because if you apply this wet, it's a beautiful bright purple, but I'm not necessarily going for bright purple. I'm just gonna stick with its normal purple, which is still pretty bold. But you could also apply this wet. So to do that, you would just dip the brush in just a little bit of water, squeeze out the excess, and then just mix with powder in the lid. And that's it. It's pretty easy to do. So I'm just getting this on the angled liner, tap off the excess, and I'm gonna just go right over the eyeliner, and then I'm also gonna focus on the base of my lashes too to kind of help fill in any gaps. And then I'm gonna build off of the liner and kind of make a smoky eye using the purple. So just tapping off the excess. I did get just a little bit of fallout, but not too bad. You know, I think a lot of people are very nervous about powder eyeshadow or powder makeup in general because of fallout, but as you can see, like, I've been applying it and I got a few things, but that was the first time. I think as long as you're really good about tapping off the excess, fallout's really not a problem, for me at least. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna build on this eyeliner and kind of make a smoky eye. And one trick I actually learned from a makeup artist that works for Jane Iredale, funny enough, is, I'll show you. It might be easier to show you rather than explain it. So you go down and you just kind of flick up, and it just creates this smoky look. It's really awesome and really easy to do versus trying to blend out something. You just kind of flick up and it works really well. So if you saw how that looked, it just kind of build off, kind of brush it up, and it's made just this really beautiful purple eyeliner that I think is subtle, but still a little more interesting than your typical brown or black or gray, but it's not too in your face. If you wanted something more bold, try applying this wet. It really is gorgeous. And what we could do is, maybe what I'll do is, I'm not gonna put the aubergine the whole way down, but maybe I'll just connect it just to the outer part and then slowly let it blend into the amethyst. Yeah, I think that looks really nice. It kind of helps blend it, and then it slowly just tapers into the more subtle amethyst. That looks really nice. Cool. All right, so I think that's it for my eyes. They're a little bit smoky, a little bit more fun than your typical browns and, you know, gray eyeliner. I really like this purple. It's a beautiful color. And I'm gonna leave my cheeks the same. I don't like to do too many things that are dark or bold on you know, my face at one time. So now I'm just gonna apply the blackberry to complete my look. So it's not super dark, like you can see. They do have another color, I think it's rosewood, I probably should double check that. And it is a little bit darker, a little bit more of kind of a brownish, reddish kind of color. But I really like this blackberry. I think it's very natural, but it's still a little dark, more of a darker red, but still sheer. And oh, I love these lip tints. I'm so glad Alima came out with these. So I'm set. I think I just brought my day look to a night look in, like, I don't know, I should have timed it, but 5 minutes or so. Doesn't take very much time. And now I'm ready for a night on the town. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.